I like it.
World Wrestling Radio, what's going on? We did it. Who knows what kind of issues are over here? Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
It took us long.
Oh, my God. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to World Wrestling Radio. I'm your host, Niko Extra. Joining with me today is the one, the only, the Yeti.
What's up, guys?
And, of course, the man with the red hat, the superstar, the legend.
The new man in the red hat.
Vincent, welcome. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Hey, man, I'm glad to be here. We're going to be talking about movies, right?
Yeah, movies, absolutely.
Live action movies.
I'm ready to talk about some wrestling.
You want to talk about a little wrestling?
Wrestling.
All right, I say let's
Okay,
get
Smoky
straight
Mountain.
in. I say we go for what the most important thing that happened, in my opinion, today. Bam. What do y'all think about that? No,
Why are you why are you surprised?
Can't hear you.
Why are you surprised?
Why are you surprised?
I'm surprised because I don't think but one match was good.
On NXT or AEW?
Maybe two. That Kelly and Cross match with what's his name? Reed. I forgot his name. What is his name?
Yep, exactly. What's what I'm saying.
I really didn't think that. I mean, listen, if you thought for 1 second he was going to beat Kelly and Cross, you're high.
Right. Hey, what's up, Ringsiders? Hello and good evening from California.
Hola, California.
Hola.
Honestly, what'd you think about that main event with Keith Lee and Johnny Gargano?
I called it last week. Like I'm 100% cool with it because I'm a mark, and if I didn't call it, I'd be so pissed right now. I'd be all over it. No, I continually will say from top to bottom, like even before this hashtag whatever started, right? Keith Lee, I think, is something that you put everything on. Like I'm all in on him. I am 100% all in on Keith Lee.
I'm telling you right now on here, Keith Lee is taking both belts next week at the Bash.
Yes.
And Cole's moving up. There's no way he's not. There's no way.
Do you? I mean, I want a Goldberg run from Keith Lee. Like nobody can touch him. You can't have the belts. You can't touch him. You can't do anything. It's the same thing with Sasha and Bayley. Like you have to leave them together until when the turn finally happens. You got to go. It happened. I didn't think it was going to happen.
I'll tell you why it's not going to work. Because when Goldberg, or I'll give you an example, when Shayna Baszler came in, she won every single match. So for Cole to come up to SmackDown or Raw and make him undefeated like a Goldberg streak, to me it wouldn't work because he's already coming from NXT. When Goldberg came in, that was his first time in the wrestling business. He didn't come from WWE. He didn't come from ECW. He came to WCW. Cole's coming up from NXT. He has losses. So to me, if they even did that, it wouldn't make sense for me. It wouldn't make sense.
But when I look at Adam Cole, since we switched gears, when I look at Adam Cole, like Don't you just see Heartbreak Kid like reincarnated? Like
all day long. Adam Cole is the younger version of Shawn Michaels. Listen, I think Adam Cole and Undisputed Era is the best thing that's happened to NXT. So when they lose that, I hurt inside when Aleister Black and Ricochet left.
Dude, 100% agree.
Listen, and Niko can
brutal. That hurt big time. And Aleister, they left on the same week. It was brutal.
But for me and Niko, it's a little different because we go to the shows.
Yes, you're there every week.
So it's like, to us, it's like losing a family member. So it's like when everybody out there is watching the TV and they're like, "Oh, Aleister's leaving. Oh, shucks." For us, it's like, okay, cameras are off. Both Aleister Black and Ricochet went around the ring, shook hands, took pictures, pissed, signed autographs, did whatever they had to do because they knew that NXT was the brand to be. So,
what's up, Broadcast? I'm gonna say this because it's fun for me. Like, you guys get to live it and see it. I just watch it through the screen every week, and I can honestly say this: like, I have not missed an episode. Yeah, I've had to go back and watch, but I have not missed an episode. For me, for you guys, it's events. You guys, that's your life, man. That's what you guys do.
It is, but I can tell you this: I've missed, okay. Here's the thing about me: I haven't watched a full SmackDown or Raw in God knows how long, and I think it's even before quarantine that I didn't watch it because I think Raw and SmackDown are crap right now. But I am getting the same way with NXT because it's hard for me to watch something when there's no fans. Like when the NBA returns, it's going to be like, oh, we're going to be watching a pickup game with a bunch of people. Hey, here's the ball over here. Let me get it. It's like, I don't want that. I want to hear fans cheering. I want to hear them booing. I want to hear the reactions. And to me, bringing all the wrestlers into NXT arena, and it's like, really? You all are wrestlers chanting for different people?
Here's what I'm going to say. Like, Roderick Strong is one of... Roderick Strong is going to be one of my top 10 favorite all time, just because of his work in TNA. Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, Roderick Strong.
Oh, meet Kenny Omega. Meet Kenny Omega is amazing.
It's just I will always be. I was just watching AOP, the whole War Games, and remembering Roderick Strong being part of AOP, and it's like, how many people remember that? Literally, I mean.
Look what they did. Oh, look what they did to Authors of Pain. They turned him into crap.
Dude,
they brought him in and took a big dump on him.
Here's the thing, and I can't take credit from this. This takes the guys on another podcast have said this, and it's Talkamania. They refer to Vince McMahon as the collector, meaning like, yeah, I want to make it in WWE, but they're gonna take 20 of you, knowing that 2 of you possibly are going to pan out and 1 of you is not. Like Ric Flair, for example, if you watch the 30 for 30 on Ric Flair, he was a quitter. He was a quitter. They had to go and get him, take him to training. He was a quitter until certain individuals came along and he changed his ways and was able to believe in himself. And dude, I 100% agree with you. Watching wrestling right now is difficult. However, like, this is the only way I've consumed this media, so it's easy for me to adjust. I can do whatever. It's easier for me. Like, for you guys, this is like, you're starving, you're stuck. It sucks.
You know what's keeping me going is watching that Undertaker. I'm sorry to bring it up again, but listen, that Undertaker documentary.
Do you wear the hat for the shows? No, he does not. But Aunt Vincent, we love the hat. What do you mean? The hat makes Vince.
Even before, like, I think this is when Niko and I got together the first time we were talking about the Taker. It might have been whatever episode you have to go back and watch or look or whatnot. But I legit said after I haven't watched any more of the Undertaker stuff. I watched the first episode.
You're missing, dude.
And I just, all I can say is that when he said, I don't want my fans to look down at their kids and say, you should have seen him win. You should have seen him win. And I'm saying that. Like, I've been saying that for a couple years now, and I don't mean it to be like, I respect that dude more than anything. Like, when he got hurt, when Brock knocked him out, Vince was in the ambulance with him. Like, Vince went to the ER. Like, this dude is what WWE, like, when you go into WWE, if Vince doesn't like you, that's one thing. But if Taker doesn't like you, you're done.
Right. No, yeah. And I got to say one thing to you that I haven't told. And I didn't even tell Niko or Jay this yesterday on the Undertaker Memorial show he wants to call.
Yeah.
When I went to see The Undertaker at 33, I left. When 1, 2, 3, when Reigns beat him, I was heading up the staircase, and I missed the whole thing in the ring because I was so pissed. I was like, I'm so pissed.
You missed a hell of a fireworks show for Roman. That shit was amazing. 33 was a really good WrestleMania.
In the parking lot, but I was so pissed that this bulldog of a Roman Reigns is going to beat. It's one thing you let Brock Lesnar beat him, but then you have this guy, the big dog, Roman Reigns, beat the iconic Undertaker. That was crap.
Okay, so here's the question. We're going to be way off base because
I know
whatever. This is where we're at. Like, let me ask you this. So who, in your opinion, like, John Cena's done. Everybody, like, who picks up the torch after Hulk's gone? John Cena picked up that torch. So who picks up that? I mean, I'll forever be that man. Timber's son has apraxia, so he has to use sign language, right?
Taker?
Huh?
Who picks the torch up from Taker?
I mean, I know the obvious answer to that, but how does that happen? He already left his boots. He already left his boots in the ring, right? He's already retired. I don't know how many times, and I'm not being disrespectful. All I'm saying is like this. There's got to be that has to happen, and I anticipated that happening when he was wrestling the Fiend. When Bray Wyatt was going down, I'm like, yes, here we go, Fireflies all day long. I can buy this. I can buy passing of the torch to Bray Wyatt, but they messed it all up for the last 2 years. Am I wrong?
With Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Listen.
No, you're right on the money. They really messed that up.
I'm going to tell you this.
Over and over again. They messed it up multiple times, which is really impressive.
Everybody thinks that Bray Wyatt, with this whole stupid puppet show he's doing, like a Blue's Clues, whatever he got going on with Super Steve.
Audio tougher than me.
Huh?
But I understand. Okay, I understand. But he is a corporate man. He is a yes man. Vince likes Bray Wyatt, or he would not be doing the Firefly Funhouse just for fun, like for his grandkids. Like, hey, look what I created. Whatever this sideshow is, but Bray Wyatt as a talent. Tell me, like, tell me at some point you don't think that Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman are getting back together here real soon.
I sure hope not. I don't want to see that right now. I think actually Braun is going to
don't think of a WWE fan. Don't think like you're thinking. Think as a writer.
Okay, so he beat Mr. Rogers. Now he has to fight Remember Me, Follow the Buzzards. Then he's going to get Husky Harris.
Hey, you know what? Listen, tell me this, dude. I was watching. Listen.
And then he's going to get the Fiend, and he's going to get his ass beat. Let's be honest.
Listen, after we got off the show last night, I watched a couple Undertaker matches. And speaking of Bray Wyatt, I think the best WrestleMania moment right now with Taker has to be when Bray Wyatt got up and sat up like he was crawling over to the Taker.
Dude.
And Bray Wyatt did shit his pants and goes, but hello, I'm not done yet, buddy. So drop your crap and let's get back to wrestling. That to me was like, oh my God. But I tell you what, I hate this whole new stupid Bray Wyatt with the stupid funhouse and crap. I mean, don't get me wrong. That match he did at Mania, that was cool. Okay, it was entertaining, but it wasn't a wrestling match because they made John Cena look like a joke. They pretty much crapped all over John Cena. That was stupid.
I agree, and others will disagree with you, and that is because they love the gimmicks, and that's the hardest part for me to swallow.
Hey, listen, out of the whole match, you know what gave me a hard on was the fact that
hopefully nothing gave you a hard on.
Can we say nothing?
Listen, to see the blue cages
gave me a hard on.
To see the blue cages again, the old cages from '80s.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that to me was it. Like that in the Saturday Night Main Event flag.
Good for you.
That was it, dude. That was it. To me, that was like reliving my childhood. Like anything with the King of the Ring or anything like in your house, dude. That was to me, that was fantastic. Like
Coming.
Yeah.
crap.
Did you pirate this stuff when you were a kid, or did you pay for this?
Oh no, dude. I was a kid that brought my friends over to the house. And if I could afford it and I can talk my parents into it, I ordered it. But if I couldn't and my parents wouldn't do it, I bring my friends still over. We would watch the scrambled TV and Jim Ross and Vince McMahon going, "Oh, my name's Body Slam." And we would wrestle and pretend we were the match. That's how I would bring my friends over, okay? That's how I would remember it. I'm telling you, man. Listen, dude, this whole new era, dude, I'm telling you, I like watching the old shit better than I do the new stuff. This new stuff is just crap.
Okay, but when you say the old stuff, are you talking like leg drop Hogan stuff or Attitude Era stuff?
Oh, dude, I'm talking about Warrior, Snake. I'm talking about Boss Man, the Mountie. I'm talking Honky Tonk Man, Bobby Heenan. I'm talking like old school, dude. Old school. Freaking, you know what killed me? When you ever get those super tape movies? The VHS?
I used to trade tapes, dude. Absolutely.
Dude. And I would see Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon and Lord Michael Hayes all go like the little skits they do on the side of the road where like Bobby Heenan was walking and he was like, "I don't know what to do, Lord Ever Hayes. My tire's broken." He goes, "Well, we'll send it back to the ring for the next match." That's the stuff that I love. Or like Sean Mooney. Oh no, Todd Pettingill. When he had the tape, he goes, "Did you get the tape? Oh, you got the tape and the free poster and the video. You get them both." Oh, dude, I was like a kid in a candy store, like, "Oh my God, this is it. This is it." That's
so were you around for the WCW 1-900 numbers?
I called it.
Wasn't it like $1 a minute? They just robbed us for like millions of dollars.
Dude, I called it. I forget. I talked to Razor Ramon when I was a kid. Razor Ramon.
It's like the modern day. What is that when they call you in for $50 now and they'll leave a message?
Oh yeah, cameo or whatever you like. Ric Flair's doing cameos.
900 number.
I talked to Razor Ramon, and it's funny because Doc Hendricks was the guy answering the phones, and Doc Hendricks goes, "All right, listen, you know it's $1 a minute. You only have so many minutes with this guy. It's Razor Ramon," and he would click on it, and he would be like, "Hey, say hello to the bad guy." And I would talk, and then afterwards, my mom would get the bill in the mail. Goes, "What's this 800 WWE?" And I'm like, "I don't know. You should dispute that shit." Every single time, and it was once a month, dude. I did it all the time, dude. All the time, dude. I'm telling you, I was a wrestling fan. Screw the Attitude Era because it was good. But listen, nothing compares to like old school, like the logo in the right hand corner with the W, with the old school yellow. That's wrestling. That's wrestling
For sure.
Oh, the Attitude Era had some horrible stuff.
Oh my God!
By the way, like Ken Shamrock was one of those.
You know stuff I hate when they picked on Michael Cole. They put him in the shower, DX. You know what I mean? And it's like, why are you picking on Michael Cole for? Like, is this what you guys really do? Like,
yes.
I mean, this is ridiculous. And then China looking like a man. What's that?
It's my DX tattoo.
Oh, you got a DX tattoo, huh?
It's bad.
What's your favorite DX moment?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Oh, I can tell you mine right off the bat.
Really? What's yours?
When they freaking invaded WCW. That's the best one.
On the tank?
100%, dude. Because you know what would have made that?
The tank.
If Eric Bischoff would have had balls and he would have kept the gate up and they would have had 2 of their best wrestlers or 4 of the best wrestlers with the gate up and they would have cut it right there, that would have made it, dude. That would have made it. And I'm telling you what, this whole stupid, the Nacho Man and what's that thing you did?
The Nacho Man.
Fake
I remember
Diesel,
that, dude.
fake Razor.
What's the other one? Billionaire Ted.
Billionaire Ted.
If they would have acted, I'm telling you what, dude.
And they were really at war, though. Let's be honest. That was some real Monday. That was legitimate Monday Night War.
You remember when they had Vince McMahon versus McMahon? Remember when Eric Bischoff called out McMahon and they had a match set? It was going to be at like Fall Brawl or NWO Sold Out, where he said Vince was going to come and he never showed up.
Oh yeah,
that was legit. Like McMahon didn't want to. Like he did not want to face that man because I'm telling you, that man would have kicked his ass.
Hey Vince, do you know what podcast is more popular than the 83 Weeks in Ireland right now?
I know. 83 Weeks is a great show.
I know. Do
Hey,
you know that?
you see my interview with? You should go on my channel and watch my interview with Eric Bischoff.
Do you know the Irish Whip is rated higher in Ireland than 83 Weeks right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's higher than 83 Weeks
in Ireland.
in Ireland.
That's in America, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you how it is.
Oh, there you go. What's that dude's real name? Is that Guarini?
Oh,
Jason Guarini.
The Dr. Pepper guy is the dude from American.
To go back to what we were saying real quick, let me just, whoever's listening out there and watching.
Which part?
I just want to listen.
Like a rambling maniac right now. Jesus.
I'm sorry, but listen.
It's because the executive producer is in here to interrupt him and tell him that he's wrong every 2 seconds.
We have not talked about one topic yet.
Listen,
go for it. Finish your topic and we're going to go on our show.
Real quick on the show. I'm going to tell you this. People that watch NXT and watch wrestling, it's like us in Orlando. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm just saying, I don't know how we got so lucky. I really don't understand how. And I don't know why Vince McMahon is so like hovered over Orlando, not even because of the quarantine, before the quarantine. Is like you said, man, me and Niko and Jay and the consultant, we're hungry for wrestling. Like they just do. Listen, you know how close we were last week to go and see live wrestling again, and then now it's like done. There's no more friends and family at all at the Performance Center. That's
I mean, people are getting corona and then getting corona again. I mean, what do you expect?
That's like,
it's insane over there.
my heart got ripped out.
It's so bad.
Wash your damn hands.
I'm like a drug addict, and I'm over here itching like I need to watch live wrestling. I'm telling you, dude, I'm freaking jonesing to go back to the NXT arena.
Niko, let's get to some subjects because I can tell you super want to get into this and you're super.
Let's
No, we're good. I'm just over here playing around with my new gadgets.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Give us the first topic.
Let's go straight into it. Keith Lee, Adam Cole, all the gold. Who you got?
I got Keith Lee.
Yep.
Both of you?
Yep.
I actually think that, and then this will just tie right into the next question because this match undoubtedly, it's going to go probably 25, 30 minutes. I mean, it's in this modern day and age, there's going to be edits, obviously, but the match itself is going to be a what we would like to call a banger. And I undoubtedly think that this man's going to interfere. I think that, and I don't know if I spelled it right, but I think Karrion Kross is the one who's going to be
put a C instead of a K.
Determining factor of who's going to win that match. Either Adam Cole's because he wants Keith Lee, or he screws Keith Lee because he threw his stupid thing on the floor or whatever he did and pissed him off.
So nothing clean.
I don't see it clean. Do you?
I listen. I look at it like this. I'm hoping to God that Undisputed Era stakes behind and doesn't interfere, because I feel like if they want this match to go as planned, and if they are thinking about letting Cole drop the belt to Keith, I think it would make more sense to either drop it clean or have one of the idiots mess up Cole. Cole gets pinned. There's a fight between Undisputed Era. That's the only two ways I can see this happening.
I have a different. You know, I have the Mark version, right?
You have the mock version.
Yeah. So, do you guys think Adam Cole's bigger than NXT?
I actually don't. I know a lot of people do, but I personally don't.
I think I'm bigger than NXT because I feel like when he came in, it was the biggest. When he came in, it was. I'm not going to say it was, but I could compare it to when Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy came back at WrestleMania 33.
For you though, not for the average Joe. I don't think people like sweat him like we do.
I mean, if you're a wrestler,
who's this skinny guy, and then he comes in and like, okay, he can wrestle. Okay, he can talk. Oh wait, he's the shit. I mean, like when I first saw Adam Cole in 2000 and whatever. I wasn't impressed either. He grew on me. He did a stupid Adam Cole. He's been doing that for years, and it just kind of, he became Adam Cole. And I don't really think people understood exactly what he was until that moment in time came where they were like, he's the chosen one.
I think the people that understand are watching AEW now.
I mean,
That's where I'm at with it. Like, legit, like, I think, like, we're talking about the ratings. That's kind of where we started. And you, like, it's hard for me to watch a segment in any industry at all, whether it's pro wrestling or NBA or Major League Baseball or the NFL, because one, you typically have
shut up.
What happened? What did I miss?
We're having family issues.
oh my god,
Shut up.
there's
Oh, no.
I lost it all of it, lost it all.
Oh, hell yeah!
All right, let's
Don't
move
do
on.
drugs,
Let's
kids.
move on.
Oh, sorry, NXT and AEW. I don't want to watch the whole fake.
You lost it again. You lost it again.
God, no, I'm trying. I don't want to say fake because that's
Instead of
so
a brain fart,
insulting.
like a brain queef right now. Kind
Yeah,
of.
just I don't want to say. I don't want to be insulting, but that whole press conference that they had with the fake people asking the questions, like,
Well,
I don't want to say fake, but it came across so fake on AEW. It's like when I just like I tuned it out, and at that point in time, only reason I continued to watch AEW is because I knew Orange Cassidy was wrestling or competing against Chris Jericho.
Well, I got to tell you this. I know this is off topic, but we're talking about AEW. You guys know that John Moxley is calling the whole quarantine bucket, and so is
Well,
Renee.
I mean, yeah, his wife apparently has. Well, apparently she confirmed has COVID, and they live together and they're married, and so I mean that's how it works. You get it when someone's next to you. He hasn't when Moxley's dirty ass hasn't been walking around with a face mask and hand gloves and washing his hand for 25 seconds after every time he
Don't give a
touches
crap
a
about
cardboard. That dirty ass dude.
Yeah, all you gotta say is Moxley
And
was a
his finishes
CZW
and
champion at
dirty
one
deeds
time.
for
That's how
the-
dirty he is.
Yeah, he's
It
dirty.
what?
Right? Yeah, he's got it. And so in fact, right now, COVID is like, oh shit, we got Moxley. They're scared of him.
Well, scared of him because now. But here's the thing: now without
COVID's like, damn it, we got Moxley to deal with now. He's probably gonna fuck us up.
Moxley, though, do you guys think there's going to be a huge change without Moxley for for AEW? Knowing
I mean,
that
it depends on how long he's gone. If it's 2 weeks, then they'll just forfeit the match like Brian Cage. I don't know if they'll have some interim champion or something. He's fighting Brian, right, at FyterFest. So
Who was the weakest link of the Shield?
that's such a tough question. It has to be Dean overall.
Baloney, it's Roman Reigns.
No, dude, you hate Roman, but Roman is far from Roman's the face of professional wrestling, WWE, for 5 years now, and despite his previous current situation, I mean,
I'm
ticket
saying Dean.
sales,
I'm saying
everything
Dean.
for
I'm
Roman.
saying Dean as well because he's gone.
Well, he's sold out, but I mean, look how Seth has flourished, and look what Roman's done.
Seth Rollins was the man in that group.
Oh, well, I didn't say that. I totally agree that Seth is the biggest factor.
I'm just saying who was sucking hind tit in that group.
Dean.
Oh, Seth Rollins for sure, because he was sucking Triple H's dick too, with that stupid authority freaking thing he did.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, I loved it, but I mean, it was far in there.
Matt
Dude,
Riddle made.
Can we not talk about this?
Matt Riddle made his amazing debut
Bro.
this past Friday and won against AJ Styles.
That was honestly, dude.
Are you surprised?
Yes, I'm very surprised, and I'll tell you this: I don't think letting him win against somebody like him off the bat is going to do anything for his career, because I think it's a slap in the face to the fans. I think it's a slap in the face to AJ Styles, because how do you bring in somebody like him and make him face one of the best wrestlers on the actual roster, and he loses? Really?
Dude,
That's
no disrespect for the bro, man. No, none intended whatsoever. But you cannot come in like a fucking week later and beat the dude that beat fucking Daniel Bryan for the IC belt. You can't fucking do that. I don't give a shit about your shirt. I don't give a shit about your new microphone or your new mixer or none of that shit. All I'm saying is, like, you just elevated that kid to, like, you put him on a pedestal. It's not fair. It's not fair.
They need it though.
Where does he go from here?
They need someone to be in that pedestal right now. They don't have shit.
Where does he go from here? Does he rematch AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title and beat him?
Fucking Lesnar. That's where it fucking goes now. That's where it's got to go. Right? I mean, you're going to let him beat the guy that beat Daniel Bryan for the IC belt, which I think is like one of the most prestigious belts in professional wrestling ever. So why not let him fucking beat Brock now?
Listen, it makes me so mad I have to get my wipe out to wash my hands. Fucking AJ Styles losing the goddamn
See?
Obviously, the three of us are old school. We love AJ Styles. We've been watching the man for 20 years. To us, he is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But AJ Styles is 42 years old.
Oh, but it's not just AJ, dude.
Put over people right now, and that's what he's doing.
I think when you beat somebody, you also beat the people that they beat. Honestly.
It was an instant certification, and that debut for him was just as big as AJ debuting at Royal Rumble. They gave him the moment. They're putting the rocket strap on his ass, and they're going to see what he does with it. Will Riddle F it up, or will Riddle rise to the occasion? In the ring, he's money. Out of the ring, he's an idiot. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, hold on real quick.
See. Let me know, bro.
Welcome to World Wrestling Radio.
Oh my god! Hey, we are at the 30-minute mark, so we should probably show people what's up.
We're gonna do the commercial and take a 60-second break. We're not doing plugs. We just hit the video and break it out. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. Is cooking. And we're back. Sorry for the delay there. We have to do our
I was trying to do the whole how's he do it?
Remember the old school where the flames were coming down? That shit was hot. And they really I'm proud of AJ that he's willing to be in the position where he's going to let people like Matt Riddle, because let's be honest, he looks over and he sees Matt Riddle and he sees a goofy son of a bitch. He doesn't see the future of wrestling, like we see. So I'm not quite sure that he agreed with it, but he's professional enough to do it. Let's be honest. Do you think he was like, yeah, cool, let's give this guy the victory, or what? Let's just move on to the next topic. Drew McIntyre seems unstoppable, has been winning nonstop, crushing. Seems he will not be losing clean for the foreseeable future. Who's next for him? I've heard rumors. We'll talk about that when we get to news, but the names that have come up have been Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, maybe a John Cena surprise or some shit. But who do you think is next for Drew, and who do you see beating Drew eventually?
How much longer do you think this COVID thing's going to last for real? Like, as far as fans?
I mean, in Florida, forever. Like, it's doubling every day. It's crazy.
I don't think SummerSlam's going to happen in Boston. I think it's going to happen at the Performance Center. I really do. And what?
I think you're going to start seeing a lot more TV production matches, like we've seen with Taker and AJ.
This is COVID to us.
Know your role and shut your mouth, because the people's champ is ready to talk.
Like it's just like, man, they're coming for us. It's gaining every day. I've seen 4,000 cases and shit. So I just can't imagine. And
In a
there's
day?
rumors going
What
around.
the fuck? You guys walking around licking each other?
Yeah, it's apparently so. We're all like just
I mean, yeah.
pissing on each other.
Any other way?
Sometimes you got to piss on someone. By the way, we got banned on Facebook. That's why no one's commenting from Facebook on our shit.
Why we get banned again?
I don't know, dude. I'm just getting we're too hot for TV. He's on the one Facebook, but the other one's banned when I went to click on it.
I know why. I can tell you right now.
Why?
The entrance.
No, the entrance worked last time.
But they're now catching on to it.
I didn't have 39 seconds of continuous play, so I'm going to contest that. And I know I'll win in YouTube, so but still. Why are they worried about me? Mind your own business, World Wrestling Entertainment. Quit blocking my shit. You're
what the fuck, man?
Hey, listen.
For you.
I think Jinder Mahal would have been a great feud with
Vince is listening to me right now. I know it.
You know what? I just want to say thank you for AEW Wrestling for the unofficial podcast for watching.
Damn it, quit playing my videos.
Fuck them.
Quit playing my videos.
God,
sorry,
damn,
buddy.
man.
It's annoying because like.
Does anybody else feel the
one
same
of them
way?
got blocked, but
That Jinder Mahal would have been a great feud with Drew McIntyre.
I can't look at Jinder Mahal serious, dude. He's got the biggest nipple. The fucking pepperoni sticks. Those fuckers stick out. Like, how do you compete with that? How do you get a match with that dude and go, Jesus, look at it's like Austin Powers at a mole. I can't do it. I can't. Anytime anybody brings up Jinder Mahal, I follow a Twitter account called Jinder Mahal's Nipples. I follow that account.
On what, Twitter?
Yeah, absolutely. Jinder Mahal's Nipples. Check it out.
I have to look it up. Jinder Mahal's nipples.
Does the nipple cut promos, or how does this work?
It's just Jinder Mahal's nipples.
Oh,
I'll look it up right now.
Honestly, man, the reason I asked that is because I think it's time for Randy Orton. I think they need a real heel.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
To begin to sell ratings. The only way you get ratings is a good heel. And
Randy Orton's done, dude. He's done like freaking like Cena. Nobody wants to see Orton.
So is he just a passing of the torch right here, a passing of the time for Drew to get another victory when Orton steps up to him, or does something happen here? Ric Flair hits him in the nuts and Orton gets his 13, 14, 15. He's up there pretty high in the numbers of world champion and doesn't have many years left. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, but I'd be very disappointed.
I love this. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how bad I would want to see Randy Orton as champion. I'm sorry, as not bad. I would rather see Bobby Heenan win the women's championship and defend it for a year than see Randy Orton win the belt again.
It all comes down to how many people you can have at the Performance Center at one time. This is what it really comes down to. Like your talent. Think about your talent.
Well, I know there's going to be two people there, right, Vince?
Think about your roster.
We're going to be there. I don't care if I get that shit. We're going to be there. We're going to have fucking signs and be yelling.
Incorrect, because I'm wearing.
The fans piss me off because the people that are there right now that are NXT are actually kind of shitheads. If you look behind the ropes and you're watching Simone Johnson and Kona Reeves and other than Bugenhagen and Shotzi Blackheart, a lot of them are just sitting there pretty much bored. So I don't have to think that if I was there, shit would be popping off a lot better. If someone pinned, like last night when Keith pinned and won, my ass would have been going nuts. I looked around. People were like, finally, I can go. They're thinking I can finally go home. You know what I mean? It's different for them. They've been training all day.
I would have put my salami nipples on the freaking glass.
Yeah, see?
I would have put my nipples all over the
that's money. We need that right now. We need nipples in the glass.
Dude, I guess here's the thing is there's no way that, one, Boston's going to allow SummerSlam to happen. Like, Massachusetts is not going to let this thing happen. It's happening at the Performance Center. The roster has been cut in more than a third, correct me if I'm wrong, in the last 3 months. There's so many names are gone. By the way, Brody Lee looks amazing in an AEW ring.
So, that being said,
are you serious right now or are you joking?
100% serious, dude. 100%.
Brody Lee is not doing it for me at all, but let's talk about that later.
Real quick. Do you think it was right to make him lose his first match? Because I think, that was, to me, that was a bad decision. Decision.
It's always, he just, He was another talent like FTR that was underappreciated in the WWE. That was a collected item or shelved by Vince for however long he could shelve them and pay him a certain amount of money, so he couldn't be used anywhere else.
Dude, I think FTR's gonna fit good over there.
Oh, they are gonna
They're
kill
ridiculous,
it.
dude. And with that truck, I hope they bring that truck to that.
Yeah.
Were the WWE
That's
fuck?
another one. I'm not feeling that, man. Why are y'all so excited about FTR in there? Do you think that's the best tag team in professional wrestling? And do you think them
No.
the Bucks are going to put on classics, or what's your opinion on that?
I don't think they're the best tag team in professional wrestling. Okay, I think LAX is the best tag team in professional wrestling. I think
LAX?
those two, 100%.
Like Hernandez LAX,
No,
or the one in
yes.
AEW.
Watch Beyond Wrestling. My Beyond Wrestling boys they are the best tag team going on AEW worldwide. It doesn't matter. You put those two up against anybody else and they're done. But when it comes to WWE, which continues to bury tag team talent, like FTR, they should have never left NXT. They should have never left NXT at all. They should have stayed there. Same thing with DIY. Like if you're a true purist, like Rock and Roll Express, Road Warriors, if you can think of amazing tag teams that stick together, they're brothers and they're people. But I understand the reasons why they separate these two and bring them back together and separate. It's accelerated pro wrestling because of the world we live in, but it sucks. The storylines have gone from 3 years to 3 weeks. That's the hard part for us.
You know, my top 2 teams in AEW are, it's probably going to be off your radar. Private Party.
Yeah, best friends.
I like the Lucha Brothers.
Oh,
I mean, I don't think the Lucha Brothers is a hard choice. I mean, they're pretty amazing.
I mean, listen, don't you think that Private Party and FTR would bring the house down if they bought? I mean, Private Party. I mean, they're so they can't stay still for 1 second in the ring. So I mean, it's just going to be a balls to the wall flip fest for them guys.
Flippy. Do y'all want to get into that for a little bit, or what do you want to do?
Dude, real quick, before you do this, because I'm holding it in my brain, I don't want to forget it. Real quick with SummerSlam, what do you think the one match, now that we're seeing these new matches where they're going off-site to film, what do you think would make sense for the next match for SummerSlam to be off-site? Like a creative match. What do you think would be right now with storylines?
Oh, dude.
Man, you really put me on the spot there. That's a tough one.
Because
I would have said Undisputed Era, but they just knocked it out of the park with their match with Mr. Velveteen Dream. But shit, I don't even know, man. That would be tough. Who do you think? You tell me.
Here's the thing, okay, Rucker, you're right. Like actual tag team rules. No more of this bullshit. Like just actual tag team rules. Tag team NWA tag team matches in WWE will work. It will work. 100%. It will work. But you can't keep like Bayley and Sasha got to be together for me to buy this. Like you gotta long con me. This is like a 12-18 month buy-in for me. Like if you break this up in 3, 6, 9 months, it's the same thing to me. You're just you're regurgitating the same thing over and over and over again. Like make something so believable that when it happens, you can't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, just try that for once. Don't. Everything that you've been doing is wrong for me. Like,
I got one.
Go ahead.
I got one.
Let's hear it.
A night.
Yeah, go.
A Knights match. Okay, you got Drew McIntyre. Wait, you got Drew McIntyre as this like holy sword kind of guy
in Vegas at that one place where you have to pay. You pay $25 when you watch Knights Duel. What's that place called?
It'll be a
Medieval Times. It's right up the road from my house.
It'll be
Love that place. They got chicken and soda and Pepsi.
It will be 3 rounds. One will be the jousting. Second will be sword fighting, and the third one will be an old-fashioned knights fight.
Will they just beat the shit out of each other?
I like it.
Let's go!
I love it. I love that him and I both have broadcasters, so we're just like over here killing it with our sounds. We can have a straight up war.
Fatty, know your role and shut your mouth. The Grey One says you can kiss his ass. Jabroni, you are 3
I got you
seconds
beat,
away.
buddy. I got you beat. You can't fuck with me.
Because it's on fire.
Okay, hold on. You got it.
Huh?
Oh, hell yeah.
Here we go.
Let's go.
You, Nico,
Cody-
you give me your top 3 soundbite right now.
My top 3.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta go with Too Sweet.
Vince.
Gotta go with Vince. Go for it.
Now, hold
You
on.
gotta turn the volume up.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, good one.
Here we go. Here we go.
This one's my
Shut
second
your mouth,
favorite.
you thong wearing fatty.
He's talking to Rikishi right there.
Hold on.
The cover, not this way. Not this way. Damn it. What the fuck happened?
I won the soundbite off.
Yeah.
All right. We got 15 minutes for the
How'd you
show.
get quick.
What?
What do you have? Like 9? You have 9 on the back burner or some shit?
I got 5. I got 15, man.
And I got one. Oh, okay. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, Jake Hager versus Cody for the prestigious AEW TNT Championship, complete with Billionaire Ted's mansion on the side. Definitely a governor's mansion, and we won't get into what took place on that mansion, but nevertheless, the match is taking place. And who do you got, Cody or Mr. Jake?
It's the Cody train, man. Who's next? Like
Just
that's literally like
Jake. What is anyone more disappointing than Jake in
Swag?
AEW? I mean, he's
the Swagmeister.
He's undefeated, and he's like a clown in there.
He hasn't fought anybody.
He's had matches.
Yeah, not too many.
It's just not doing it for me. I know that he's kind of in the Jericho shadow, and one day he'll come out and take total face turn. But for me, it's just not working.
Listen, if Cody doesn't win this match, there's a problem.
Cody's tattoo.
Second
Let's
up
talk
on
about
the
Cody's
list.
tattoo real quick.
Oh my God, Cody's tattoo. Let's talk about it.
Vince, Cody's tattoo.
Cody's tattoo.
It took me a listen.
No, it's more like
All right, so hold on real quick.
that's what a tattoo is for me.
When Cody dyed his hair blonde, it took me a month to really understand and get the blonde hair because I thought it was stupid.
You talking about his dad, right?
No, blonde hair for Cody Rhodes.
I know, but never mind.
I
Dying it blonde.
He
Yeah,
did
I
it for his daddy.
get it. But I couldn't grasp the concept. Like,
I did it for that.
I know.
It looked bad.
Yeah.
It looked bad.
But then I got used to it. Then all of a sudden, it's like this tattoo. It's not like it's a little like beaver on the side of his arm. It's fucking huge. It's like a
So huge.
Took over his freaking neck.
It's crazy huge, honestly. It's ridiculous.
It's like this.
All right, so we got the AEW Tag Team Championship. Kenny Omega, Hangman Page versus Best Friends. Is this the Best Friends moment? Is this the implosion of Kenny Omega and Hangman? Or does that nostalgic, beautiful, ridiculous tag team continue on all the way until they have their own big implode at maybe?
There's no way.
They need right now AEW with the ratings the way that they are. Need Hangman Page and Kenny Omega to be wrestling in singles matches. They need the Best Friends on.
I did not mean to do that. Sorry.
It's okay. It's they need the Best Friends to carry on. Plus, you got to remember, you got Orange Cassidy in there with the Best Friends, with the Beyond Wrestling connection coming up, and Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. I don't know, man. I hope that.
Isn't the
Orange Cassidy
storyline
hopes
bigger
that
than the tag team championship though? Because to me, in AEW, Hangman is by far and away my favorite character.
Well, I was going to say, what do you guys think about him when that match he did with the stadium with the horse and the bars?
Amazing. But then people were shitting on, the Adam Cole match and shitting on the Taker match and then saying that's amazing. That's the annoying
What'd
part
you
of
say,
that.
James Storm?
James Storm.
What? Who's James
Random as fuck.
What'd you say, Chris Harris? I liked it, dude. It reminded me of old TNA. It did. It literally, I was like, oh, this is definitely, yeah, this is old. Like, who the fuck comes in on a horse? You know the thing's gonna shit sometime. Like, there was somebody back there with a big old shovel and a can.
Yeah, it would have been me at TNA. Like, Niko, go get a shovel. If that horse shits, you're gonna have to pick that up and get rid of it. And I was like, yeah, awesome.
Okay.
So the main event is Moxley versus Cage. Do you think it's going to take place? And if it does, who you got?
Nope.
It's next week, right?
First, right? The 1st and the 8th, I think, is taking place.
It's not happening.
You don't think the match is happening at all?
Because they've already canceled. Dude, for a week they were promoting Moxley in action, and then all of a sudden the night of they freaking put Cage in action. There's no, and if it is, I'm telling you, if Moxley shows up, he's showing up
with a mask on.
Yeah, with a mask on, or a suit, or like a bodysuit. There's no way it's happening. No way. No way.
All right, we got about 8 minutes left. Let's hit the news. I'm gonna hit my new news. This is my new for everyone listening. This is the new news sound. So here it comes at you live.
Oh God.
Live and direct from you, World Wrestling Radio is coming with the news.
Jesus Christ. I think my ears are dead.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam, including from Drew himself. Sportskeedia's Tom Cullihue says a McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar rematch is penciled in.
What do you say? Is Lesnar the obvious choice, or is it going to be Orton? I know we talked about it earlier, but what do you got?
Do you see Lesnar living in Florida?
No.
Who the fuck
I see
reported
Lesnar
this
having
shit?
a really great time on his ranch right now.
That's incorrect. Sable lives in Sanford.
Does she?
Yes.
She doesn't live with her husband?
No. She has a house here.
And they're probably not together because he probably hates her guts, right? He just wants to.
No, dude.
Everyone. Let's be. I can't imagine Brock liking anyone on earth.
I met Lesnar at the airport. He was an asshole.
Brock Lesnar likes himself.
For sure.
Dolph Ziggler was originally paired with Sonya Deville so he could do most of the promo work, but when he and WWE officials realized she didn't need any help, he was moved to Raw. Duh.
I think that was a bad decision.
Is Sonya Deville meeting everyone's expectations as far as promos and in-ring ability and kind of what's going on with her? I think she's got the look. I think she's got the moves. Is this her time?
I think Sonya Deville's a lot better than Mandy Rose on the mic.
Not Writing Cat. Thanks for joining us, Writing Cat.
I mean, let's put it this way. What does Mandy Rose have to offer besides her and the thong-wearing fatty of Tucker? What do they have?
Otis.
Oh, whatever. Otis, Tucker, they all look the same to me.
Otis, that's what Mandy Rose has to offer.
Yeah, I mean, really, does that really do it for you?
Yeah. But tell me this. It doesn't work for me, but it's a great storyline because it is like Beauty and the Beast kind of style. Let's be honest. And they've really done a great job of making Otis this victim.
Can I just being this real life? Like, I could be Otis. Timber could be that.
Otis has that likable character.
Yeah,
we could be him.
It's
I've
all
heard rumors that they're going out for real.
It's all personality, boys. It's all personality.
Every dog has their day, man. No doubt about it.
Well, Manny Rhodes be doing some shots because that's a big load to freaking take.
Let's answer Writing Cat's question. Do you see Otis cashing in anytime soon?
Ooh, for himself or for Mandy?
Ooh. See, I thought he'd be doing it for the tag team, but now he has 3 options. What a sucker either way if it's not for the World Heavyweight title.
It was a tag team because nobody's done that.
And It would be great, and he's he's just the type of person to do it to keep the face character going. But I mean, come on, you can't pass up your chance at the world title.
It's love. It is love. You guys think about all the greatest
She's gonna
storylines that
kick him in the
WWE ever
nuts at
comes out with. It's
WrestleMania. It's gonna be
always
so amazing. I
man.
can't wait for Tucker to hit him in the nuts and kiss Mandy at WrestleMania, dude. It's gonna be so great. And Tucker's gonna wear a suit the next night. And Otis is gonna be like, "How could you do this to me, Tucky?" And he's gonna be like, "Poking me like hit the nuts." Tucker's the new heel, man.
Oh.
Any chance Ziggler goes over at Extreme Rules, even 1% chance?
No, because I hate Dolph Ziggler. I hope he goes.
No chance in hell.
No.
Play the music.
Hey, listen. I'm so confused here. I don't even know we're on Extreme Rules. I thought we were at SummerSlam already.
Nope. Kevin Owens said on the bump yesterday. Did you guys watch the bump? I watched the bump. Did you guys watch the bump?
I watched the bump. I don't watch it all. I don't watch the full, but I'll skip through it and watch the interviews.
I tried to bump, but it's their podcast, right? It's their version of this.
Yeah,
But
it's you know what's funny is if we hadn't started doing this, the bump wouldn't exist. So there was no pushback from WB when he told the company he was going to sit out last Wednesday's taping. Why would there be pushback?
Because Vince McMahon's a weird creature.
Not debating that.
Hey, I know you can find Kevin Owens once a week in Orlando.
Let's go see him, man.
Red Lobster on Colonial Drive.
As the weeks continue, we're going to be here every week live at 9 p.m., by the way. Vince hopefully will be joining us. Yeti and I will be having the show. And there's so many stories to be told between Vince, myself, and Yeti, between interactions with wrestlers, interviews we've done, people we've encountered. Obviously, Vince and I live in Orlando, so we've seen an abundance of wrestlers any given time. And believe it or not, Yeti's pretty much interviewed the who's who of people before they made it big, because that's what he does. So,
hey, yeah, have you been did you see my first interview with Matt Riddle this week?
I did not. Here's the thing: like, if people don't tag me and stuff, I'm so busy promoting my shit.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like, if people don't tag me in things, like I don't mean it to be an asshole. Like, if they don't tag me in things, I don't pay attention to it, because then I feel like, well, I have between this and the side products and where we're at, like, I wish I could. So now you can tag me in it and I'll absolutely go watch it. Yes.
Well, after the show, I'll get your contact and I'll tag you, because me and Jay.
I got you. Yeah. Interview with okay, bro.
Listen, I tell Jay this all the time. We have about 40 to 50 interviews we've done between Pete Dunne, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, that we have not released, that I feel like we've dropped the ball, because some of the stuff we're talking about
needs to all get released right now, dude. He should already release every single one of them on your website or on your whatever. And this isn't a marketing conversation, but we've had this talk. You see the emails, but all right. WWE is now booking to get ratings for Raw each week instead of rebuilding the future per Wrestling Observer Radio. Do you believe that they're looking week to week and they're actually concerned about what's happening with the ratings, or do you think they're just brushing it all off as Corona spectacles?
Wait, is this the same Wrestling Observer Radio that was at AEW for the little news thing too? So were they in the same place at one time? Cool.
They're pretty amazing. They probably retweeted it, to be honest.
Yes, I do think they're booking per week for the ratings, because I feel like there's people watching what AEW is doing and they're trying to outdo them each week. So yes, I believe it. They're in so much trouble right now because AEW has a great roster that they're trying to put like big name matches together, and I don't think it's working. I mean, listen, it's a miracle they made the top this week, because go ahead.
Can I reframe this for you a little bit? Like, just a little bit. Like, think about this, right? So, do you think that Finn Balor got the right shake he should have got on the top roster? Top roster meaning Raw and SmackDown.
The injury, man. You never know what kind of shake he would have got, because he was the first ever Universal Champion. Had he not taken that injury, he could have had a successful run, and that could have changed his whole trajectory.
Absolutely. So he wins the belt, has to give it up, right? Injury, he's out, he comes back, things aren't the same. Like, why not reset this to where he's, I mean, I really, and Vince, you may agree with me on this and you may disagree, but I really think that at some point we're really going to be talking more about NXT versus Raw and SmackDown versus NXT versus AEW.
Ratings wise, you mean?
Yes. Yep. 100%.
I tell you
Do you
another
think this is a turning point for NXT and AEW? Do you think this week where they win decisively by over 100,000 that now NXT is going to actually, because I don't know what the number is. It's something like 28-2-1 or some, you know what I mean? Like the number is ridiculous.
No, because
AEW winning.
No, because you've already. How many new names did you guys see this week on NXT that you hadn't seen before?
0.
Right.
Well, one. I mean, we've seen one guy that's kind of new over the week because we've only seen
Tasma is the newest one. I mean, but you've seen Bronson Reed, you've seen Karrion Kross, you've seen Dakota Kai, you've seen everyone take it. Even the girls we've seen Casey Cazzano and.
I think it's really killing them, honestly, and this is just my opinion. I think with Charlotte out now, I think it's really killing them. I think Charlotte was doing something for the women's division, and now it's not.
I don't, dude. I think Charlotte leaving. I think Charlotte taking a break right now is the best thing that could happen to her and to professional wrestling.
For her, but I don't think for NXT. I really don't.
What does NXT lose without Charlotte there?
I'm gonna tell you this right now, and Nico, you know this as well as I do. When Charlotte NXT when we were there, that place went absolutely berserk. Okay, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Now, and Jay said this to me. I think you said this to me too. Now that there's no live audience, I don't think it really makes a difference that she's there because you don't get the pops. But I do think with her there, without the crowd, makes it to where she's putting over some of the wrestlers and just her promos. Like her promos are like spot on, dude. Like she's one of the best promo girls in the business.
Let me tie this into you for why the fan reaction occurs at NXT is because those kids that are in NXT right now are as sick of Charlotte as the fans are, seeing her on every show, every week, all the time. Like, that's not me. That's not my opinion. That's just the opinion that I read consistently. And it's nothing other than, like, I think Charlotte Flair's the best female wrestler that I've ever watched at any point in time in my life.
She really does live up to the hype. I mean, you got to give it to her. She's been given the golden spoon, but she's absolutely killed it.
Proven herself.
And I'm 100% honest. Like the work that she's got done outside of the ring, I dislike very much.
I think Charlotte is gone until SummerSlam. Not to interrupt you, but go ahead.
Oh, I think she is too. I think she needs to take her Sasha Banks break. I think there is no Charlotte Flair break away from Charlotte Flair in the ring. Like I think she needs a respite away from this a little bit to get some fresh air and to refocus.
I want to answer this question real quick because I think it's a very good one. Thoughts?
Yeah, I put it up for that reason.
I really do think that this is going to slow production down to where it's going to go back to. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. We're going back to stage one sooner or later. Okay, we're going back to stage one.
Yep.
Okay, and I've already seen it at my restaurant. I've already seen it to where we're taking tables away. We're pushing the tables forward to where people can only come in like, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet and not 20 feet. So do I think this is going to, what as I thought about the WWE getting COVID, I think it's going to ruin them because it's going to go right back to where it was, where it's like, if you're not on the card, you're not getting in, which I think it's going to slow the process down where they're going to only do like one taping a day instead of like 2, 3, 4. It screwed them. And we don't even know who's got the COVID.
The COVID. I guess here's the thing is man, for me, you just gotta get through it. You have to continue. The show must go on. If you're a true pro wrestling fan, the show must go on. It will always be next man up. It will always be, hey, thanks, Renee Young. Too bad you're sick. Somebody steps up and they're better than her. She's not going to get back on TV. She's not going to be there. It's the same thing with belts. It's the same thing with, look at Sami Zayn. I'm not going to be there. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just take your belt and have a tournament.
It's funny, real quick. off the subject of Sami Zayn, I don't know if I told you this, Niko. Did I tell you I ran into him at Sprouts here in Orlando?
No.
When I was going over there getting some vitamins, and I'm going down the road, and
Remember the gyro place?
yeah, listen, kid you not, this is not a lot. It's not a bullshit story. I'm going down the aisle. I see this black thing over someone's shoulder, and I'm going, "What is that he's wearing?" He's wearing the freaking Intercontinental title over his shoulder at the Sprouts, and I'm going, "Holy shit!" I text Jay. I'm like, "Dude, that is freaking Sami Zayn on the." I mean, it's not like Hulk Hogan, but it's still cool. Like we're all in quarantine, and here's Sami Zayn getting freaking vitamins.
Why
And
do you
he's
guys?
not. Wait, did you see it after he dropped the belt?
No, this
During
is
the championship. Okay, that's awesome. That
Yeah.
makes it even better. You know what? He's the type of guy that plays his character through and through. So I actually appreciate that.
Hey, listen, I'm getting. By the way, real quick, my set's coming next week, Niko.
What are you getting?
My set behind me.
Good.
So I'm building it. So
You're gonna build a set out.
watch
You're
out.
gonna have your belts up.
I'm gonna have a huge. It's gonna be
What
like.
belts do you got? I know you're a belt collector like me.
Yeah, I just got the new Warrior yellow.
That's a good one, man. And
I'm
you got
just-
Michael's white Intercontinental, right?
Have you guys seen the Eddie Guerrero concept?
Yeah,
Oh,
I just saw the Eddie Guerrero belt.
I'm getting. I think I'm getting Triple H's belt.
I think that honestly, I saw the unpacking of the rocks, and that shit was nice.
It's heavy.
It's nice, dude. Warrior yellow. I don't think the Warrior yellow. You got the Warrior yellow on fucking Facebook Marketplace because I saw it and I was gonna go get it, and you beat me to it. You said
Listen, I'm going. Listen,
it was like 175 or something, right? Something
I got it for cheaper than that.
I was like, this motherfucker.
I got it for.
I need to get on Facebook Marketplace where you guys are at. Buy shit and make you go pick it up and send it to me.
All right, let's talk about this for a second. We're way over time, but that's okay. We got a couple people listening, and obviously this goes live to the podcast anyway. So the millions and millions of our listeners will be hearing us on Speaker and Apple anyways. So do you think Sasha is going to take the belt from Asuka and it's going to be Sasha Dos belt, Becky Dos belt? Is this the beginning of what we're going to see? Pretty much the ultimate showdown of two people with all the gold.
I think it'd be smart.
We can't have. We can't call them.
Is it going to be all the gold and like someone's going? Sasha Banks could potentially win both world titles and both tag titles or something.
I think
it's kinda
so.
cool.
I think so. But here's the thing: you can't call them Dos belts because they may have two belts, but each individual belt is only worth 0.5 because that's a championship together. So they're each a 1.5 belt.
Ooh, that's a very valid point. I like that.
Just saying, you can't throw them in the man's category.
What do you got? Let's hear it. What say you, Vince?
What? I think it's a great idea.
I think you've already appeased the fans that thought that Asuka got stripped in NXT. You gave her a belt. So everybody, I'm satisfied with that, right? I mean,
I'm not a huge fan of Asuka anyways, man. I said this. I'm not a huge fan. I don't like her when she comes out and talking all that jabberish, whatever she's spewing.
it's
I don't like-
Japanese.
Whatever.
Don't call it gibberish jabberish, dude. What is wrong with you?
I'm just saying, man.
If you don't understand it, doesn't mean it's gibberish. It's just you're fucking uneducated, don't know Japanese. Turd sandwich. Sasha should get the title. I think this is Sasha's moment. I think Asuka is really having a great run right now, though. And I think that her in-ring ability, despite her and don't get me wrong, she's cutting promos that are actually doing probably really well in Japan.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
in Japan, they're waiting for Asuka's promo, and then when Charlotte or Nia Jax comes out, it sounds like gibberish to them.
How do you
what
know
I mean?
bomb America, at least stupid idiots? How do we know that?
Really?
I mean, you don't know.
You think she's yelling that? Come on, stop. Ridiculous.
She's saying ham sandwich all the time. Tell your story. True story. Hi.
Hottie.
Yeah, she does say ham sandwich all the time. That's because it's ham and eggs. Like when you go over there and you order for something breakfast wise, it doesn't matter what you order. You could say, "Can I have 2 eggs over easy, slice of ham? Can you just cook one side? Maybe a slice of rye toast with a little sour cream on the side. Ham and cheese?"
Ham. I would agree that Asuka has been the standout performer during COVID, though. She's kind of taken the reins. She got the Becky Lynch moment, and to me, if I'm thinking of people that I would enjoy seeing right now, she would be on the list for me.
Natsuko was a star. You know when she really was a star?
NXT.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's it.
No, she was a star over in Japan for sure.
But
I'm just going to put it out there. The difference between NXT and Raw and SmackDown is that you have Triple H and his boys, meaning Road Dogg Jesse James, down there running the show in NXT. Triple H doesn't have to worry about NXT because he knows he has the Road Dogg and the other guys down there. That's exactly how it works. He's up here trying to manage the shit show that is Raw and SmackDown that nobody else is.
And that's sad. It's sad because I bet you the big guys and SmackDown and Raw are like, oh, we're going to beat these guys this week. And it's like, oh, no, bozos. You lose every week because your show is shit.
What were the ratings on Raw and SmackDown this week? Fuck Wednesday. Like, what's Raw, SmackDown, NXT?
I'll look right now.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll be on Thursday every Thursday at 9 p.m.
Why does your mother-in-law feel guilty about not watching this shit show?
She doesn't even like wrestling. I don't even know, but thank you for joining.
She loves you. She's like Timber. They love it. If we didn't have these people behind us, we'd suck.
What's June 9th?
Yeah. Main roster screwed Asuka, no surprise. Do you agree to that?
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
Okay, here we are. Here we go. Here's the breakdown. This week's 1.7
million, and NXT did what? 783.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here's the breakdown. Hour 1, 1.83. Hour 2, 1.79. Hour 3, 1.60.
This is what NXT's saying to Raw right now.
It is. I'm telling you guys. Like look at this. Can I share Mark's perspective on this real quick, and you guys might appreciate this? What did Triple H basically do with Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Shawn Michaels? He basically told Vince to kiss his ass, right? This is how many years ago? He's married his daughter, right? So what's next? Like you guys know I got a DX. I have a DX tattoo on my arm. Like, I'm not being disrespectful. What I'm saying is this guy knows pro wrestling. He knows what it takes. Like, people talk about Bischoff and they talk about the Cuckmaster and they talk about all these other guys. Yeah. Yeah. They talk about these other guys, but what doesn't get brought up in that conversation is because I think it's the separation isn't made is Triple H. Like, Trips is the man. And he knows what he's doing.
I also think it just shows you that how far McMahon's from the new era. Like, he's still stuck on like old school. Like, he wants everything to be ran like Attitude Era and shit like that. And it's like, listen, that shit's over with, man. Go back to the freaking drawing boards.
Yeah, Jay, you're gonna see a limited roster. You're gonna see more different production values. We're gonna get people. If you aren't invested in pro wrestling and you're just a casual fan, it's going to get worse.
Jay, is that Jay? RJ?
I don't think so. I don't know. Is he a fan of New England? It might be. Are you the JJ?
I don't know, but he's got a real horrible picture of a real shitty quarterback down there.
You should change that picture for the Tampa Bay.
Triple H needs to take over WWE. Do you agree with this?
He already has. Like, he's already infiltrated it. He's infiltrated every part he needs to.
I figured it was
he's just waiting for the Godfather to die.
and then
I'm just think about it. Where's Shane O'Mac? Where's Shane?
Comment though. Let's just talk about this real quick. Is NXT the superior product?
Yes.
Yes.
Of Raw, SmackDown, and in AEW, or no?
Tell you this right now. You take NXT, you move that entire show to Monday night, you take Monday night's show and move it to Wednesday, you'll get the same ratings plus more over a month.
I mean, people are agreeing too that they're saying yes, NXT does run the shit and not AEW. I mean, I believe a multiple of our fans, obviously we're World Wrestling Radio, so a lot of our fans are going to be more pro WWE style than AEW. But
hey, you guys ever watch MLW?
Yeah, Matt Farmer, yes.
Yeah.
And
Familiar with it. Isn't it right here too? A lot of it.
Yes.
You know, they lost one of their great. You know, they fired one of their greatest wrestlers, right? Oh, I think one of the greatest talents they've had. Like Teddy Hart,
Who?
you know, he's in jail now.
Oh, whatever. Teddy Hart's
Yeah, but dude,
WSX.
Fucking weirdo, dude. What do you mean?
He's
He's too much of a liability outside the ring. Who cares how good?
Hold on,
he's
you're
a
right.
Fucking crackhead.
You're right. But I'm going to tell you this right now: if he wasn't a crackhead, the man has moves like no other. The man-
Hammerstone. That's all you have to know about MLW.
Hammerstone too.
Hammerstone. He was Hammerstone.
Hammerstone. All right, guys, we're here. We're taking your questions live before we wrap up. This has actually been really enjoyable. Thank you for talking with us. I do want to go back to this topic real quick for a second. Triple H needs to take over WWE.
Can somebody answer this question for me? Why did Shane McMahon come back when he's a lawyer? Why?
Why did Shane come back when he's already a lawyer?
Yeah, like so Shane McMahon's a lawyer.
His last name's McMahon. That's why he came back.
No, but what I'm saying is he left the business for so long, and then he just comes back randomly. It's like did Shane see something that his father's not doing, or did he see a product that wasn't superb, so he came back to try to help fix it?
I mean, it turned out to a whole put himself over at the end of it, though. I don't know if that was someone else saying, "Hey, Shane needs to go over every moment of the world," but Thanks a lot, Dave. Thanks a lot for joining us. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next week. We're going to be here every week, Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we appreciate all of you joining and sharing questions. Next year, hopefully, we won't be as banned on one of our Facebooks. But
yeah, just so you guys know, too, when we start taking phone calls, this is for you guys that are still here right now.
We're going to be taking phone calls. Soon. Right.
Hey, you know this?
You want to know something even better? I can take a phone call, and Vince can take a phone call, and we could actually have phone call wars between people.
I was just going to say, the boards support phone calls.
Yeah.
Bye, Riding Cat. Thanks for joining us. Everyone, actually, we're going to go. We're 16 minutes over. This has actually been a pleasure with you guys. I've enjoyed this very much. I look forward to next week. Hopefully, we'll be here same place.
Hit him with the video.
You want to hit the video?
Hit him with the video,
but I'm going to hit this real quick first.
1, 2, is this on?
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you later. We love